Okay, so the licensing that I need, if you're going to take this into consideration, me being a herpetologist, I need an exotic animal handlers permit. I believe there's like 4 or 5 permits that you need. You need an exotic handler's permit. You need to be licensed and bonded, so there goes 3. You need to carry insurance, and you need to carry dangerous animals handler's permit. So those are the 5 permits that I know of. Plus, you have to do very extensive schooling that I've already done. Herpetologist, I started studying King Cobra in the 2nd grade. Okay, I read my book report in my mom's house here very recently. In the 2nd grade, I knew that a King Cobra, throughout its entire life, produced 3.5 liters of venom, and it is a neurotoxic venom. Depending on the cobra, it can be a neurotoxic hemoglobin anaphyletic venom, but it is predominantly a neurotoxic venom. That is what ultimately makes a cobra the deadliest species of snake, because you cannot survive a cobra bite. You can try to survive it, but a couple of years down the road, it'll kill you. And it falls in the Gaboon Viper line. Okay? You don't survive snakes like that. Rattlesnakes, yeah, you can survive those all day. Not a big deal. Uh, Cobra bites, those are really severe, really serious. Mamba bites are like, the second it bites you, you got to rush to the hospital. It can kill you in 20 minutes, depending on how your body handles it. A lot of things come into factor, like are you anemic? Are you diabetic? Are you hypoglycemic? Do you have a bladder control problem? Um, do you have heart palpitations? Do you have a heart attack? Heart complications? Like, what is the breakdown? And depending on the breakdown, if you have any of those things, it's fatal. It can be fatal within 10 minutes if you have heart palpitations and heart problems. Now, me, I've got to be upfront and honest. I have anemia. I have hypoglycemia. I'm borderline diabetic. I have heart palpitations, and there's a possibility that I may have had a heart attack. So that's why I say I will wrangle it to hold it, and you will 1, 2, 3, and I switch it from my hand to your hand, and you throw it in the bag or in the snake crate. Okay, I ain't releasing the fucking thing. You're gonna release it. You're more experienced in herpetology than I am. Okay, even with the knowledge that I have, I'm still a beginner in herpetology. Um, Gaboon Viper has the longest fangs. They're 2.5 inch long fangs. It's the longest fang in the entire world. Coral snakes, they have a quarter inch, an eighth to a quarter inch fang, and it's not a fang. It's just teeth lined up all the way around. Like, you get bit by like 100 needles on the top and on the bottom. That is what a coral snake feels like. It feels like getting a very intense, severe tattoo, and the needle pokes every bit of the design all at once. And it's just one thing. But with a coral snake, if it's not a painted coral and it's the regular taper coral, which is about that long, I call it a taper coral. It's about that long, round head, round tail. It delivers that bite and keeps delivering the bite and delivering the bite and delivering the bite until the victim is dead. The fastest snake in the world is a black mamba. Green mamba comes in second, and your vipers come in third. Okay, then your sea snakes come in after vipers, or sea snakes and vipers and sea snake. I forget the exact order. My book report was done. I think I did a 25-page book report, 8.5 by 11. We had to write it on our favorite animal, and I loved snakes because they were so mystique. They were so mysterious. Um, so I wanted to do a book report on the King Cobra. The most exotic, mystical snake is the King Cobra. That fucker stands up on end and it will stare you down in the eyes until it finds its kill point, and then it will strike. First warning, it will coil up. That means you better be on guard and back the fuck away. Second, it will raise as it's spreading its hood. Third, it will drop its head and stare you dead in the eyes. Right? You want to challenge it? The king cobra is the only snake in the entire world that will not run from you. It will actually aggress towards you. Black mamba comes in second. Green mamba comes in third. Then there's flying tree snakes that like flying off the tree limbs and waving down and striking at its prey. If you're in a high jungle area overseas, like Africa, I'm not necessarily saying the right continent, it's Australia. If you're walking in Australia in the jungles, or in the really, really high tree areas, you don't want to be there because those flying snakes, they contain a neurotoxic venom or hemotoxic venom. Either they clot you or it's a strike to death, like a gaboon viper or a king cobra. Um, and it's a guaranteed death when the thing hits you. Uh, they when they fly, they wave through like this in the air. Their body kind of goes like this, okay, and they have a spread hood. There is a snake that looks like the cobra that grows out to be about 4 or 5 foot in length at its max size, and it has a hood. It is a false cobra. But don't go fooling around with cobras and king cobras and shit and false cobra. Don't test it because that will be your life at stake if you do. You won't survive it, and you'll end up getting bit. As a herpetologist, you gotta expect that you're gonna get bit by at least one of every species of snake, and you're playing with your life when you become a herpetologist. Okay? At the point you become a herpetologist, you should be writing out your will, like when you die, this is who you want all your belongings to go to, because it takes one simple thing, looking down and then looking, then boom, and it tags you. Okay, Ringling Snakes. Wrangling snakes is probably the most difficult part of. No, actually, it's the release. The release is the hardest part of dealing with deadly snakes. Second hardest, actually getting it to open up its mouth to bite the container without getting bit. What you got to do is you got to slide your hand back and you got to kind of pull on the head, and then you tap, 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 and it will go like that and strike. Okay, if your hand is too much on the nose, boom, and it will go into the snake's mouth, and you will get bit. Okay, this is Herpetology 101. Okay, and I'm just learning the field. I studied the field all my life, but now I'm actually learning the field without actually having any snakes in my possession. I'm learning the field without having the snakes, spiders, scorpions, centipedes, poison dart frogs, the mud frog in Mexico that is the deadliest frog in the entire world. Okay? The hallucinogenic frogs, those are your poison dart frogs. You lick the back of the frog, poison dart frog, and you will hallucinate. Why? Because you're taking on poison into your tongue, which is evaporating into your stream, which is hitting your mind, and you're just loading up with hallucinogenic venom. They're weird. Uh, you can you can overdose really easily. It's like each lick is like taking about 10 hits of acid at once, like some blue molly acid, that type of acid. Okay? Blue molly is a form of ecstasy that is a hallucinogen, better known as MDMA. Okay, so not only am I versed in poisons, toxins, venoms, cures, antidotes, and serums, I'm also well versed in the drug world. Like you could tell me, like I just smoked this white powdery substance and I'm wired off the hook, and like my whole entire mouth is numb. What drug was this? I'd be like, okay, it's cocaine. Then they come to me and they say, dude, I smoked this pink shit that smelled like cat piss. What is that? Oh, that's lithium methamphetamines. That's litho. Dude, I got this marijuana and it's got this blueberry smell. What is this marijuana? Hydroponic bluebonic chronic. Okay? Dude, this weed stoned me out for like 3 days and I only took a couple hits. What is it? Maui Wowie. Okay, so I'm well versed. Okay? I study, 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 study. That's all I ever do. I'm hoping by doing these videos, it will open up a career. So that way I can go 50-50 with my sister Avril Lavigne in her antique shop. Because I'll have the 30,000 to lay the down payment, so that way I can go, hey sis, I want to be tag teaming with you with this antique shop that you got, and I know how to do appraisal. Appraisal's not that hard. You go online. There's a process to it. You go online. You look up the item, and I appraise magic cards all the time. A Gem and 10 Black Lotus, the lowest that you're gonna find that for is $26,000. Okay, the highest is 100,000 at a Gem at 10. Okay, so I'm well versed. I can tell the difference between a real magic card and something that was made. If you tear it slightly and you see white, black, white, it is a real magic card. If you slightly tear it and it is straight white, it's a peroxy. Okay. There's other ways to tell, like without tearing the card apart. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a magic card right here. And it's not a magic card; it's a regular deck of playing cards. Okay. Um, no, magic cards are a little bit thicker than that. So magic cards are about this thick. Okay, they're roughly about that thick. Okay, and the easiest way to tell if it's a real magic card or not, see the middle. See how it looks like see that black line right there? Okay? If it's got that black line when you're examining it from the side really good, it means it's a real card. If it's white, like this straight through and through, it is a fake or a peroxy. And do not give them $3,000 for that Black Lotus. Say, hey, that card cost you 6 cents, and I'm going to give you a dime, and you're going to take that dime, and I'm going to take this card, or your copyright infringement, and what I'm reporting. Okay, so people got slick, and they heard my idea about making Gem Mint 10 Lotuses. They're all over eBay right now, and I'm like, fake, 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 fake. This one's real, fake, fake. This one's real, fake, fake. Okay. If you're seeing a Gem Mint 10 Lotus and it's as low as 26,000 or 36,000, 48,000, it's a fake. Gem Mint 10 Lotuses go for a minimum of $90,000. 100,000 if you want to, pay the extra money for the insurance on the Lotus. Okay, the insurance is saying it is a real authenticated Lotus. That's why it's 100,000 because there's only one and it's the real deal. Now watch people start changing up the prices and everything, and say no, there's only one of these on eBay. Okay, I'm well versed in a lot of different fields: cashier, clerk, storefront owner. Not that I own my own storefront, but I have the knowledge to run a storefront. I know how to keep books. I know how to do accounting. I know how to pay for insurance. I know what insurance companies to use. And you want to combo, if you're driving, you want a combo package between insurance on house, car, and business. Okay, in my case, it would be house and business. So we have a big problem with deadly snakes in Seattle. Big problem. And I'm here to say I could be a herpetologist solving the problem right now as we speak. With three, I want minimum of three other herpetologists. One to hold the head, me to pull back on the head, and them to keep tapping until it strikes, and then I remove my hand really quick as it's striking. It tags. Then they give it to somebody. You know, they hold on to it. They open up the crate or the bag, and the person goes, uh, tail first head, boom, at the same time. That snake flies. It's going to try to turn around and strike, and they go like this, and it's in the box, and then they put their hands like this, closing the box. Not like this. They put their hands on top of the lid and close the box. Okay? And they got to do it so quick, lightning quick. I want lightning quick herpetologists working on my team. Thanks.